All right. Well, hello everyone. So, there I am. So, I want to talk about stucco homes and one of the biggest scams in the window industry. Okay. Let me start off by saying that this is an old window. It's a builder grade. I know the company, but for legal reasons, I'm not just going to put their name out there. But I want to talk about this company and other companies similar to it as far as one of the scams that window companies do to homeowners. So let's start off by saying, you see here, this black piece that comes down in the glass, that is the weather stripping that seals the glass. Well, not weather stripping, but it's a rubber seal that seals the two pieces of insulated glass. And I've already done these windows here with new ones, but I'm not gonna say all, but there's a select group of window companies. A lot of them are new and flashy and do a lot of paid advertising, and they do a lot of salesmen coming out to your home and say our window's better than anybody else's, lifetime warranty, everything else. And usually in anywhere from 7 to 12 years, they go out of business and you get stuck with a window that has a lifetime warranty that doesn't exist anymore. And I've been doing windows since 1998. And the guy that I was working with when I first started, he's been doing it since like the mid 70s. I mean, he's been in the window game and he showed it to me, and now I'm passing it on to you. But this is a very important piece of information if you're ever thinking about having any kind of lifetime product warranty. Okay, not necessarily all bad, but just understand that there are a lot that are bad. So this company here, I do not think that they're no longer in business, but I know for a fact that the molds used to make these windows were resold to another company and then rebranded, and which basically dropped the warranty on it. So everybody who had these windows, this company here was around for right at about 11 years. So basically, like I said, what happens is somebody will come out, and I'm sure you've seen television commercials of, hey, we'll come out, best prices, which are a lie, best windows, which are a lie. Nobody has the best windows in Florida, and I'll tell you a simple reason. Every vinyl window sold has what's called, or at least here in Florida, has what's called a Florida approval number on it. If it has that FL number, whatever it may be, they're all the same. Every single vinyl window is the same. So I always recommend, if you're going to buy a window, which like on these here, we're doing Pella 250s. Pella is a company that's been around a long time. I would have said Silverline, but they somehow got sold out to Ply Gym, which, I'm not going to say anything bad or good about Ply Gym. I know here locally in Jacksonville that Ply Gym has had a couple of issues. I'm not going to get into specifics of it. I'm just saying, me personally, I would prefer not to use their windows. But I'm PGT, Pella, Geldwin, and with every window you have different series. Like Pella has a 150, 250, 350. We're using a 250 because there's some options on these windows here that make it a good fit for this particular house. But just understand that anytime you're ever talking to a salesman in your home, you're getting ripped off, period. Okay, because you're automatically paying that salesman at least 8 to 15% on that job. So if you're doing, a job where people are talking about, okay, you got 15 windows, it's going to be $30,000. Understand that my price would be for 15 windows about $7,500. So there's a big difference in, having someone come out, sell you windows from a company where they're making money on the windows, then they subcontract it out to the cheapest person and they're making money on them. There's a lot of money to be made in windows. That's why a lot of builders are now running commercials that are now running commercials for installing windows because there's a crap ton of money in it. And there's no need for it. There's no need to pay $1,000, $2,000, sometimes even $3,000 a window for something that I'll do for $400 or $500. So that being said, the only reason, oh here, let me open you up there we go. The only reason I'm doing this job is because this gentleman is my wrecker driver. He's been moving my vehicles around for 15, 16 years now. That's the only reason I'm doing this job. But if you have a stucco house, okay, the only way to properly do a stucco house, which I haven't done a stucco house in probably 8-10 years. But again, for him, I'm making an exception. But I had to cut out all the stucco, remove everything. I got to still clean off the wood, and every single stucco window I've ever done in my life has had wood rot. And let me zoom in again. Boop, 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 boop. So down there, and right there. So, but every single one has had wood rot. He's actually going up to get another sheet of plywood, and I'm gonna reskin it. So, but if someone comes out and says, "Oh, we don't have to, cut back the stucco. We can just, take the window out and set the new window in the frame of the old window," understand that they're skipping a lot of parts, and you're still going to have wood rot. In fact, the wood rot in the center, I'll show you a little secret. On the very top here, they stuccoed right up against this, and there's a little tiny crack right there. Okay, and what happens is water gets in that crack, goes all the way down, runs out, and that's how it rotted out the bottom. Happens every single time. So, and considering I've done, me personally, one person has done well over 13, I lost count at 13,000 windows. Okay, and when I say me, I'm talking about not crews I hired, me, and then sometimes a guy to help clean up. I've physically put in every single window I've ever sold. So, but anyways, this is what a window job, a stucco job here is about. And if anybody's ever thinking about having windows, even if I don't do the job and you're in Jacksonville or anywhere, my website is fixjacks.com, and I think it's in a lot of my videos. I'll link it in the description. But even if I don't do the physical work, I'll at least help you, not get ripped off as much. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the channel, is to get everybody to a better place, in life, and try to educate people, and just some of the things that I've learned the hard way. So, but yeah, there's a lot of window companies, and I'm not going to say what percentage, but it is not a single percent, single digit percent, but that will start up a window company, buy out a window company, they'll create a window company. Most of them sell someone else's windows, and then, they'll have a warranty on it. You can get contracts, where, like I can buy rights and have, like, okay, for Silverline, which is a company that is, their vinyl windows are no longer in existence. So I'm going to talk about that. Great budget window. In other words, they're not real expensive, and they were not the best, but they were a pretty good everyday window. I can buy them for so much with their warranty and their name on it, but I could also get a discount if I put my name and I covered the warranty on it. And see, for me, I don't want to do that. So I was like, I'll pay the regular price, and just work it into my price. So, but it's, so there's a lot of companies that will buy the cheaper windows and then never claim on the warranty. And there is a formula that they use. Kinko used it when they were around. Acorn used it when they were around. I'm trying to think. Croft used it when they were around. And they sell so many windows, and then they have so many warranty orders that come in, and there's a ratio, and as soon as that ratio hits a certain number, every single one of them companies, not saying that they were necessarily scamming people, but they closed down and sold the equipment to someone else. In one case, hearsay, hearsay by, someone in the industry. I was told that one was sold to a cousin and then reopened under a different name. So, but yeah, it's, I just kind of want to let you guys know. So if you're ever thinking about doing windows, just do your homework. Don't get ripped off. If you don't want to do the homework, you can contact me and I'll help you out. And like I said, if you got a concrete block house and you're in Jacksonville, I'll do the windows myself. I do all of them. In fact, this whole entire window I've done by myself today. And that big ass window, 6 foot by 6 foot window, I'm putting in by myself. So there's not much I can't do. So, and on this particular house, I'm basically just installing the window, getting everything cleaned up, and then he has a friend that does stucco, and they're going to re-stucco it after I leave. So, but anyways, let's see. I think there was something else I wanted to talk about. I forgot. But yeah, and if you have any stucco homes, the number one thing you can do, and I cannot stress this enough, is keep your house painted. I'm not talking about hire a painter that's going to charge tens of thousands of dollars. I'm talking about one Saturday a month, go buy a disposable roller, an extension stick, and 1 gallon of paint, and 1 day a month. Get out here, use up that gallon of the same color you already got, and then you're done. Once you use it up, you throw it away. The next month, you start over. Okay, it's not a big expense. You're talking $10 for a tray, a roller, and one of them little tools. If you have like a broom handle or something like that, you screw that on there for, to get the high spots. And buy 1 gallon of paint, which is anywhere from $20 to $50, depending on, what your budget is. And just paint your house, man. That's the number one thing you can do to a house, because the paint is a protective coating for your house, period. There's nothing better than paint. You can have the cheapest, crappiest wood. If you paint it properly, it'll last forever. So paint your houses and you don't have to pay as much money later. And again, one Saturday morning, go stop at Waffle House, have a or Denny's, have a really nice egg and pancake breakfast, run up to Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, wherever you buy your paint from, buy 1 gallon, paint it, and you're done by, lunchtime, because it usually takes like 2 hours to paint a gallon, and that's taking your time. And you don't even have to get all crazy with cutting it in, everything. Just do something to make your house better. Or, well, not better, but at least protect it. Because stucco, if you have one little tiny crack, he keeps his house pretty good. So, but like right here at the bottom, you got that little crack. Well, that means it's letting in water, I'm trying to see here if he has, this guy here, he pretty much keeps everything on lock. But like little things like this, there's a little spot right here. I know it's minor, but that, if rain hits it, it's going to get in the wall. It's going to affect it. So anyways, that's it for now. I'm waiting for him to get back, so I figured I'd make a little video and kind of talk to people about, what I do and how I can help people out. So, and I will say, the big box stores, they are more expensive than like local people who, like you can't hire a handyman to do windows or doors. You have to be a state or local licensed contractor. Okay, and a lot of, I want to say something else too. Whenever you're hiring a contractor, a lot of people use the term general contractor, and that's a misconception. Okay, you do not want a general contractor working on your house. I'm shaking the phone because I'm doing this right here. Okay, you do not want a general contractor working on your house, and I'm gonna tell you why. A general contractor is someone who builds roads, bridges, high-rise, skyscrapers, malls. That's what they build. Okay, I am a state licensed residential contractor. You know why? Because I work on these things. I don't work on giant, massive, malls or structure. I work on these, and that's all you need is a residential contractor. A general contractor has to pay a lot more in insurance, a lot more on their license, a lot more on every aspect of the business. So guess what their price to you is going to be? You guessed it, a lot more. So, you have residential, which takes care of single family homes, okay, up to 3 stories. You have, but which 2 of them have to be livable. So you have stilts or a garage, livable, up to 3 stories. That's what you can do as a residential contractor. As a building contractor, you can do apartment complexes, strip malls, things like that. And then general contractors, you get into the high rises and the bridges and roads and other things. So, you know, residential may be a builder, but again, every tier that you go up, you're paying more in every aspect of keeping that business open. So that's some more information for you. But anytime someone says, I need a general contractor, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, especially if you're talking about working on a single family home. What you need is a residential contractor, someone who does nothing but work on residential homes. Okay, that's like saying, hey, I got a hell of a plumber, let's have him do the roof. You know, it just doesn't work. Not saying you can't get it done, but if you're having a roof done, you're probably better off hiring a roofer than a plumber, you know. So, but yeah, it's just kind of waiting on him now. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out that rotted wood at the bottom and get all the little nails and staples pulled out, which that was a booger. In fact, here, I'll show you something here real quick. I'm trying not to show too much inside their house. But yeah, behind here, you have all this, anyways, you got all this, that might be too close. You got all this, there it is. You got all this metal lath right here, and that stuff is razor sharp. But you have to cut all that out. You got to cut out felt. You got to cut out all kinds of stuff behind there. And then whenever I put the new window in, I'm gonna seal up everything. I got peel and seal, which peel and seal is like a sticky tar paper. There's this stuff here. I got it in the sun to kind of heat it up, but it's waterproof and has a real sticky tar back onto it. Yeah, right here. It's like, this is old roll, but it's that stuff here. It's too cold. Oh, sorry, it's too cold out here. So right now I got a heat gun to heat it up to make it sticky again. So, but that's what's involved with the stucco, and a lot of good information in this one. Ran a little bit longer than what I was expected, but hey. So we learned that don't get ripped off by salesmen. A lifetime warranty only goes as long as the company's in business. Okay, and that's with anything, you know, Ginsu knives or, you know, bullet food processors or whatever. And I'm just saying names, I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but, you know, just all these companies that, you know, for sale on TV, you know, all that kind of little specialty things are seen on TV, you know, them particular objects. A lot of them are, you know, lifetime warranty, but if the company goes under 5-10 years down the road because all of a sudden they're starting to have warranty claims, there's a ratio that companies use, and once they hit it, they close it down because they know from that point on they're not making any more money, so there's no sense in keeping the business open. Do not think that any business has your well-being in mind. The number one rule of any business is to make money. That being said, a lot of them, like me, don't care about all the money. We just want a little bit of money, just enough to keep us going. But there's some other ones out there that want all the money, and them are the people you got to watch out for. But we learned about window scans. We learned about how to install windows in stucco. We learned how to take care of your house, and we learned the differences between contractors. I'm gonna say this is a pretty good video. And on that note, peace, love, money. I'm out.